And welcome back. This is Cotown for another War Rights event. Hope you all had a good week. It is Friday. We got our first UEC event. This is server 1. They had to split up into 2. Hopefully one day we'll get those 400-man servers so we can get everybody back into one server. But for now, we've got a current player count of 184, with 91 on the CSA attacking against 93 on the Union defending on Bolivar Heights camp. Let's take a look at the two teams. Starting with Artie, looks like we got Cap Mexorf here with A and V with a battery. I think I saw a few other Artie guys that have already moved up over here. They might be looking to capture some Union guns and turn them on the other team. But for now, let us see the infantry side. We have
the Pennsylvania Army.
20th Georgia on the CSA. They are joined by 52nd New York, not 56. We have A and V, who is joined by HD, and 56 Virginia. Yep, here's some of those Artie guys that I was talking about that looks like they're going to try to steal some guns. Alright, it looks like leading the team, we've got Jumbo, John Beck, Captain Slaughter, and Colonel Killer. They have 56 Virginia. Did I miss them? Did I not count 56?
And then hopefully you guys will let that.
No, I did. Okay, Jesus Christ. Alright, now let's take a look at the Union team. Looks like they got some Artie as well. Looks like we got Dot Point here. With a couple gunners here from SB. And let's see, on their infantry team here, we have 8th Florida, who is going to do some disciplinary action here under Perkington. Then we have SB, 51st New York. We've got 18 North Carolina. And we have 6 New York. Let us see, who do we have leading here? We got Lemuel, Ty leading 18 North Carolina. We got Cap Fritz leading 8th Florida. Major Venom leading the 51st New York. And Lieutenant Dar leading the 6. So we are live at 40. We will see how the Union sets up this defense and how the CSA decides to attack. I can already see they're going to be pretty aggressive on that Artie. I think at least some of their plan is going to be to capture some of these guns and turn them on the Union. But we will see how successful they are at that. We got Mr. Ghosty from the 88th New York, who is kindly adminning. So, the eye in the sky. Make sure everything's copacetic. And we got some initial movement. There's the CSA advancing out of through the wood line again, using a good concealment. That's kind of the standard approach now, is to move up the woods here, concealing their approach. There is also an option for them to maneuver down this way, but it is very observable, so let's see. And then first unit moving out to intercept here is Venom out in front. Looks like moving behind him is the 18 North Carolina. On the opposite side is Captain Fritz, and he is supported by the 6 New York over there. Looking at the CSA, in the van is Killer.
I'm pretty stoned right now. I'm stoned enough.
HANDV is moving out, and they will run into Mr. Venom here very soon.
Ninja, you have like permanent stoner.
You see behind him, off to his right, off to his left, we have Jumbo leading the 20th. And Engel here is leading the HD element that's tied to him. And here we go.
That's a fucking Italian, dude.
It's an Italian.
Still a recruit? What the heck's going on here?
Oh, wow. Here comes the A and B. There's 2 lines right here. And a nice shot there by Venom. And maneuvering behind him is Todd. Nice volley by the 18 North Carolina. Putting in some pretty heavy volley here. But now here comes Jumbo bringing his men up onto the left side of A and B. Good maneuver here by the 20th. Good approach. coming up on the side here of 18th, and they are going to charge right in at a nice angle. And they have overwhelmed the 18th, and now they're turning on the SB. And the SP is now getting charged out by Mr. Jumbo. 2 regiments charged out by Jumbo in his 20th while maneuvering off of that fire here from A and V and HD. Nice fire maneuver there. Now let's see. On the other side here, we have Slaughter moving his men up. And he is supported here by the 52nd Jambiek. And they are going to start pushing on this left side, but opposing them here is 8th Florida and 6th New York. Let's see if Fritz and Dara can hold the line. They are now isolated, though. The other 2 regiments have gotten knocked back. We'll see if these guys can hold back and stymie this assault here.
Yep, 51st and 18th got wiped. We have at least 2 units
not
on
our
the right
flag.
in the forest.
Oh, hold, you hear that?
Our flag.
What's that?
51st and 18th are wiped from right flank on the SB.
So far, there's been no movement out from A and B, HD, or 20th. They might be waiting for some reinforcements to come up. So far, this line is holding pretty well. And they are kneeling, looks like just underneath. Oh, but they already did get a shot into him. A wonderful shot by the A and V, Captain Exorf down there, slamming into 8th Florida. And that will spook the Union quite a bit here. 6th New York is going to redeploy. Those are some nice juicy tickets because these guys were kneeling down. I was just complimenting on them. Or thinking to compliment them on staying undercover, but Exorf just showed me some. They're not under all that much cover. All right, now we got some maneuvering here. You've got A and V, HD moving on the far left here, while Jumbo is going to occupy these rocks here in the center position. Here comes A and V. He's going to occupy this fence.
I want to pick it.
When I say A and V, it's A and V HD. They're working together, so. Hand V? I'll try to go with hand V from now on.
Take him, brighter blink.
Blink to the west, you can see the flag.
Bit of a distance over there from A and V. Now you've got 20th moving up. Jumbo was aggressive earlier. It paid off well for him. Let's see how he does this time as he faces off against the 6th New York, who has redeployed to help secure this side. So good awareness by Dar. He saw there was an issue, and he knew he could trust Mr. Fritz here to hold that line over there.
Oh, wait, while it's cannon, let me know.
Yeah, 50 fast.
Oh, okay, alright.
Looks like another arty shot coming in. And that one did some hell of a damage here to Fritz. And Mr. Exoff and Mr. Bush down there have just punched through and knocked back this line for the 8th Florida. And they're going to have to deploy further back. And CSA plan, I think, is to push them back here and start taking these cannons. So good shaping effort there by Exorf in his battery. See if the Union, the CSA can take advantage of it. Meanwhile, Major Venom's got his men back in the fight. They're squaring off against the Hand V.
Alright, aim at their chest to heads. Chest to heads. Yeah, this range you want to be in. Chest to. Aim.
Two sides exchanging volleys there. Now you also got Todd, who's gotten his men back in. Kind of anchoring on this tree, trying to use a little bit of concealment. But I don't think it's going to be all that much. But he is trying to get an angle here on the Hand V. Supported on his left by 6th New York, who's holding up 20th. Problem now is, we'll see if Slaughter and John Beck can move up a little bit and exploit that opportunity that has been created. Let's see. And here comes Perkins. Yep, he has now gotten the battery into the fight here, close to the Union. We'll see if the CSA can really press this side and unhinge this Union defense. Right now, the only thing that's defending this side is 8th Florida. And you've got 2 CSA units plus artilleries ranged against them. And that is some canister, gentlemen. This now I would say CSA. I'm kind of surprised they're not exploiting this. That artillery has really shaped the battlefield. Look at this. There's almost nothing left from 8th Florida here. They've got an advantage to push up while the rest of the Union's over here. But if they figure it out, they can start redeploying some of their men back over. No movement yet. I think this is what they might call catastrophic success. They've done even better than they realize they've done. And they are not really exploiting it. You see on tickets, huge advantage right now for the CSA.
If we want to just keep shooting up. Okay. Alright,
Right now, looks like Jumbo and his boys are happy to try to pin down and fix the Union forces on this side, which I think is working fairly well for them. But now, as you can see, that time has kind of extended a little bit too long. Maybe they're worried about Mr. Dot Point here and his arty. Maybe that's why they haven't moved up. That could be why. But 8th Florida has now had time to get reorganized. And that window has closed a little bit. Let's see how Dot Point does with his shot.
Waving behind the leaper.
I just need to get the magazine now.
Hold on, check. Let me check.
I can see from back. Jesse, can you see the flags?
No, correct north. Aim low, aim low.
And 8th Florida is going to redeploy back a little bit. The Union is losing space.
That's maybe 2-3 taps right.
Did we get pounded by their RT?
Yes, we did.
We'll wait for them to come on. We just need to wait for them to come up to our RT.
So I guess that is the plan right now, is to wait for the pull back a bit and let the CSA kind of come into this kill box.
At the ready,
Of course, CSA doesn't have to come through there. They doesn't have to come through there. They can also take this angle and just approach right here and come up and shoot from the side if they want to. I've seen several units of this event do that. There was a nice shot coming in. Looks like mostly a counter battery shot. Hasn't done too much damage yet to the 52nd or the 56. Let's check back on this side of the field here. And now a piece of artillery has moved over here to help on this side. Let's see, it's the MBAT here under Mr. Houston here. Let's see if we can get a shot on the hand V. They were worried about him.
You can send that. Play him and send it. You can do the almost.
Let's take a look. There you go. Nice little canister. That might stem the hand V. Spiring a bit. Now they also got a decent angle here with Venom and his guys. Kind of have a flank on the CSA right now. We'll see if they try to exploit this and move up a little bit more. Right now they are now at engage at 28:50 left.
They are all around that flag, so we're going to shoot into those tents. Company aim. Aim. Right through the tents. Fire.
And a couple guys going down there. Still no movement on this side. Now I'll be honest. The CSA is kind of they're getting a little complacent, in my opinion. They had a really good start, but they're now starting to slow up, losing tempo. And unless they start, taking it back here, time is going to turn on to the defender side.
Right.
Double quick.
And they're going to start doing some maneuvers. Like here comes Fritz, has now redeployed to this side. And he's going to try to knock out 20th Georgia here. Let's see if he can do it. got him pretty good.
Stop ace, fall back.
Fall back, boys, fall back!
And there goes 20th. They are going to scramble out of there after that shot. And they left their flag. That's not a good idea. You want to take your flag back with you. John Beck has tried to redeploy over here, but he's taking fire now. And this right Union right has become pretty damn powerful with these maneuvers here by these units. Good holds, though, by like 18 North Carolina and 6 New York. And really, so 6 New York has redeployed over here now to guard this side. That shot, I don't know where that shot went. Over there, I think? Yeah, that went high. Let's see what Slaughter's thinking with the 56. So far, he's got his men in a bit of a reserve. They're not really in the fight. Does have 6 New York and some Arty against him. It was an Arty shot coming in from a VA bat. Doesn't look like it had too many effects on it. Yeah, right now, you know, the Union I think had a rough start, but right now I think they've recovered pretty nicely. The CSA's got to figure out a way to regain the initiative.
Okay, fill the second rank. Fill the second rank.
Nice volley coming in.
This right, boys. This right.
Guys are getting really good shots on us.
Yeah, they are.
This double rank as best we can, lads.
Keep resting right. Yeah.
Loaded.
Oh, why is it? Why am I going?
Alright, gentlemen. Take him again. Take him again.
Again.
Fuck!
Hab ich einen guten Schützen? Right again, make it flat like your mama's titties.
He's fine, ready. Fuse 1 second.
Peace, fire.
Yeah, come.
Way high. High as well. So right now, 6 New York apparently has positioned itself in a good spot to avoid the enemy Arty. You can see those 2 shots were ineffective. They also have this area covered here by Mr. Perkington. So that shot, actually, keep in mind, on the enemy Arty was coming from Exoff and his gun down there. That actually was a little bit more accurate than the 2 shots over here. So I don't know if they want to roll up to another gun, try to get above that lip and get a better shot, or what the plan is. But right now, the battlefield has quieted down, and that favors the defender. You know, time is ticking, and you're not engaging. Union's still at almost a full engagement tick down, but 24:40 left. Yeah, and we got to see another angle here if the CSA wants to re-seize the initiative. Alright, let's see here. Venom is going to maneuver the SB to try to get a better angle here on the hand V. Let's see how he does. And the hand V is going to make a move.
Let's go on the start.
Did take some hits there. And they are actually taking fire also from the 18 North Carolina up there.
That one hurt.
Let me use this wagon.
Bill's going to try to maneuver around this wagon.
New line.
Immediately flat.
He is kind of in a kill box right now, getting hit from 2 angles. And another unit's maneuvering up on them. Yep, here comes Todd. He's going to put a few shots into him. But yeah, that little maneuver, too many people are coming in on A and hand V from too many angles without mutual support. You saw how quickly they got eliminated. Although we did have 20th, Jumbo has moved up to cover their retreat. I do like this angle. You see where he's positioned himself. You know, it's not an easy shot for those guys up the hill. So he's really only going to have to engage from this one angle, and it's not hard for him to peek back around to one of these wagons if he gets into trouble. So good positioning here by Mr. Jumbo.
Fire!
But he is facing a pretty big unit against Venom there. So alone, he can't really stand up against it. Alright, let's see. Killer's still re-maneuvering. And you got 52nd, John Beck is on the hill as well. Again, I like the positioning of where he's setting up his men. So he's got a good angle on one unit. They just need to concentrate on it though. And knock it down. Alright, so Killer's making a move now. He's coming up here with Slaughter. We'll see if he reorganizes and makes a push on this field. Right now, the only units directly facing it is 6 New York, supported by Artie. Although 18 North Carolina, I'm sorry, 8th Florida is in decent support position to support it if they need to. Alright, they've already called it, so 51st is going to move to the left, so good awareness by them. That is a pretty strong unit there under Venom.
We have a lot to shoot at, but they're not close enough to shoot right now.
They're literally holding at the end of the earth. Ibby.
I'm with you. 2 more.
I want to push up, but you see.
Again, ineffective. Again, the CSA has avenues they can come up on the flank if they want to. They do not have to come down this kill box.
You want to do a cheeky little you want to do a cheeky little fire-by platoon?
Alright. Thank you. Ready?
Oh, Ibby, second unit coming up to reinforce. Ibby, there's a second group running up the road now to reinforce.
Alright, 5 and ready.
Where's your officer?
Wait.
Ibby?
3rd company moved to the left.
Yeah, there's another group just ran up the road, so they got another like 10 groups.
Looks like that was high ineffective as well.
Alright.
As you can see, a lot of the CSA has positioned itself on this right side now. They have massed up there. The only unit left here is the 20th. And they are going to attract all the fire here. So a lot of combat power here. You got the Hand V and you got the 56 here. Got a lot of weight. And again, more time. Still no real change to the Union's disposition here. They were talking about 51st coming up, but they have not moved yet. They're still hanging out down here. So you can see that that Artie shot there was from Exoff, who has been excellent this match. And 6 New York is going to maneuver. But actually, that might be very ill-timed, as here comes Killer. This was the move I was waiting for. And that Exoff shot was perfect, actually, because now that Artie isn't looking either. But somebody does see it. Here comes Fritz. So now we're going to have a fight between 8th Florida and the Hand V. See who gets the better of it. Right now, there's not much defending this side, although here comes Parker has some elements there. So far, it looks like 8th Florida has stopped the bleeding. But here comes Slaughter to reinforce. Can he help push it through? So 56 has turned to engage the 6 New York. Relieve some pressure on Hand V. Well, 8th Florida is here trying to hold them back. Where is the rest of the CSA? Well, here's John Beck. He has moved up here as well to put some other flank and fire into the Union. Good positioning him there. So far, the Union hasn't committed all of its reserves. They have kept SB here. It's kind of a flanking force if needed, kind of a reserve. And I think 20th got hit pretty hard, so they're not in the fight right now. And it looks like Hand V is getting the better of 8th Florida. They are starting to melt. There's not much left. And you can see the Union tickets are now starting to collapse. CSA has the weight of numbers on this side. 18 North Carolina has now moved up to support as well. But now that 8th Florida has been wiped, over the berm comes Slaughter. And he is going to try to get into the side here of 18 North Carolina. Going to stay off cap though. A and B moving up to support as well. And they are squeezing the Union from two sides here. That already needs to be careful. There's no friendlies to this area. So John Biek also has a nice angle here. By being over here, he's restraining any Union movements out to try and flank the hand B and the 56. It is now a shootout. Now the reserves have been committed. Venom has brought up his forces to make sure that this flank does not fall. Let us see if it'll be enough. Good use of reserves there. Waiting to see where the weight of effort was and then plug in the hole with it. Now the CSA is getting the casualties it was looking for. Now you can see them starting to hurt. And now we have nothing to restrain the 20th. Let's see what Jumbo takes his men. Is he going to take him straight into the fray, or is he going to try a maneuver onto the Union right? We will see what he chooses to do. Good job, good use of cover here by these units, trying to preserve their combat power while still putting fire in. And they have really squeezed this Union force here. Although the CSA needs to be careful, we do have a flanking force for reinforcements. Rich is going to get back into the fight. That's something always to keep in mind is you might wipe out a unit, but they'll be back. And they are looking to flank the hand B and 56 if they allow them to. So Jumbo has come up to reinforce. But oh, like I was saying, Exoff was doing a great job, but he's got to keep an eye out on where his friendly's at. He just got a number of team kills. And has knocked back the 20th and 52nd a little bit. And here's the danger. Here comes Mr. Fritz. I like this. Look at what he's doing. Look how he does his advance here. You got Hog as an early warning system while you got the main body moving forward, and he's coming under the defilade. Try to mask his movements and get onto the enemy flank here. A wonderful advance here by Mr. Fritz. That's how you want to do it, right there. And we'll see if the CSA realizes it. Or if Mr. Fritz can give him some payback for that earlier fight. Here comes Fritz. Here comes the 8th Florida. And Hand B doesn't even notice. Killer's going to try to save some of his men. But Fritz is into him. And it is a melee. A great attack here by Mr. Fritz and the 8th Florida here. Although Killer's going to, his men, they're going to keep fighting it out. Slaughter's there with them. HD is there with him. But now here comes 6 New York charging in to help finish the job, supporting their friendlies. This is an opportunity here for John Beck and Jumbo to charge forward, but they have not moved yet. And this Union force is kind of discombobulated, but no movement by the CSA. And they have stopped the bleeding. There's an opportunity here for this force to finish up those reinforcements. Nice shot there by John Beck. Jumbo's going to pull his men back a bit.
50 seconds.
I think they're worried about capping.
I'm pushing your team.
Reload.
They are, so good awareness there
They're capping.
by Jumbo. Good call on that.
Okay.
Trying to make sure he doesn't cap. We'll see if he makes it in time. He might not. It might be too late anyway. It was too late anyway. Good awareness, just not fast enough. And now the Union's going to have an opportunity to counterattack here and get some tickets back. That is going to be very costly for the CSA. Although that cannon shot is going to knock into the remnants of this force here. They are disorganized. There's not much left here.
Let's go back on those
The Union, the CSA has a lot of forces left here. We'll see. They let them recap and then reset for another attack. That's going to bring them back to engaged. And, oh, by the way, here is Venom with his reinforcements in reserve once more. Ready to go in if they have to. But are they going to let this force here, currently under the command of Todd Lemuel, to recap and get tickets back up? We will see. Somebody has moved up. It is Mr. Jumbo.
Officer on the left.
But he is here by himself. He has support coming up. Here comes John Beck. He's going to come out and help his battle buddy up.
Hey, we got some skirmishers on the right side.
Make ready.
One guy. Make ready.
Nice.
We form battle line.
Fire at will.
And here comes the 51st. Coming in to intercept the 52nd, although 52nd got some pretty good shots into him.
Wow.
A nice firing line there by the 52nd. But I think that charge by the 51st will put enough pressure off to allow for the recap. And John Beck has done the math, and he knows he doesn't have enough there to retake it. But while that's been going on, Killer has gotten his ENV HD back together along with Angle. Slaughter with the 56 with him. And they are going to come back on this side here looking for another flank attack. The Union is back to engage with 12:30 remaining. And here comes Killer, who's going to try to get another attack into the flank.
Aim low.
Yeah, too many people.
And Slaughter is there with him. And you can see now the CSA already has moved up their cannons a little bit more to overwatch the point. And they are going to start throwing cancer shots into this position. We'll see if the Union can hold it. Who is moving up? It is Lemuel with his men.
Come on, boys.
That's only.
I was looking for Parker. I was like, well, not Parker. I was looking for Dar. Here he is on this side here, joined by the 8th Florida. Fritz has moved up to block the A&V. And put some fire into their flank here. And then on his right here, you see Dar with the 6. He's pouring fire as they try to cross into this field here. As they try to take points. I'm not quite sure. This charge is a little bit unsupported. But now here comes Slaughter with his men. 18 North Carolina's going to try to hold him.
Erschießt den Offizier! Erschießt den Offizier!
So far they are holding. Good maneuver there by Fritz and by Dar. They got Dar overwatching this point here. He's got to watch out for that Artie though. We'll see if it's got an angle on him.
Yeah.
We can prevent if we hold prevent breaking.
Right. Reform on my left. I will move slightly to the right. To the right. Good job, Florida. Prevented a fucking massive assault. Good job. Right.
There's that cancer shot, although not doing as much damage as they might have hoped on that.
Captain is down.
Make a double rank.
Come on, double ranks.
For the right face.
Right face!
And a quick time.
Maybe it did more damage back here that I didn't see. Well, now we got the CSA moving into the center. John Beck has taken this position here by the point. Well, the mule is going to stop that, and that is a difficult retreat back for the CSA. They're going to try to get out of there. We'll see if they can manage it. One man left. Nope. And that is a white 452nd with the flag down in an unfortunate position. We do have 56. Still has a bit of a breachhead here. Trying to stop that Artie from really operating. Nice canister shot there. Coming from Mr. Angle there. His gun, his battery. Here comes VA bat shot. They might have called it off because the Union has fallen back a bit. So the strategy of using the Artie seems to be working pretty well for them. See, 8 minutes remaining. Union about a third of the way down on tickets. Now 8th Florida is here, trying to stay out of ticket range, out of canister shot range here.
Yep, it's not pretty.
Just wait for them to come.
Yep.
Yeah, they're creeping up a little bit.
So there's fucking peekabooing again.
They're coming northeast on our
Company
right.
rise up!
Yep, he's right.
Race right.
And who is flooding in? It is Killer with the hand V. They are flooding in. Jumbo with the 20th is with them. And it is a melee. This attack may be enough to put the Union on braking and cap as they push him off. I think that might be the idea. Let's see if it works. CSA has taken a lot of position here. The Union has not fallen yet. I think it might be. Okay, here comes Dar. He is countercharging. Here comes the 6 New York. Can he knock out these flags here? He can indeed. A big countercharge by Mr. Dar. And the Union is almost on braking here. One flag did make it out. Good job here. Who was this? Who is this? Hold on. I can't see. 56. The red is throwing me off. My eyes are shit. I'm sorry, guys.
Yep.
And the Union is almost on braking. Not quite yet. But the CSA only has one flag up now, belonging to the 56. Good job on his part. I'm kind of surprised they're going to let this Artie position remain. Because it's going to do things like that and get you closer to braking. Good shot there by Sergeant Dahlheimer.
Right, 7 ready, 7 ready. They're ready to receive your load. Send it.
Let's see this. Bounced. Bounced short. Surprised they're not using canister at this range. They should have plenty of ammo for it. And we do have a maneuver here by Dar. He is moving on to the flank here. Killer has loved, Killer and Slaughter have loved this avenue of approach. And it looks like Dar is going to try to stop them from using it again. Now you can see the problem with the flags down. Look how far they got to come up. That's a lot of time. And there's only 5 minutes left in the match. Let's take a look. 97-97, dead even. Almost a 200-man server with a split server. Love to see it. Oh, a nice shot there. I'm not sure if that was X off or if that was this cannon here. It might have been this cannon here. I'm not positive. Time is ticking. I'll be honest, Slaughter can't really do much until the rest of the troops come up here. So I think it's a wise decision by him to kind of hold off. But here comes Jumbo, and here comes Killer, and they are out for blood. See what the Hand V and 20th attack here can do. No, by the way, here's John Beck. Oh, I'm sorry, here's 56. He's got some reinforcements. Where is John Beck? Here he is. So he is maneuvering on the left side. I think he's going to try for another run down the center. But the weight of the attack is going to be on the flank here. Let's see. Dar actually moved his men out of here. So using a new approach vector. Here comes Killer. And he might be able to ambush poor SB. Let's see if he could do it. SB kind of was waiting for it, though. Jumbo has moved on to his flank. But here comes 6 New York, but they got caught by Jumbo. And the 20th, they're going to try to charge him out. Let's see if 6 New York can push back the 20th. And in they come. Jumbo, though, is holding strong here. And the CSA is on breaking. Jumbo won that fight. That flank is open. And oh, here comes 56. Slaughter moved his men up. Well done, Slaughter. Put additional pressure on the center to make sure that they don't get reinforcements onto this flank here. And oh, by the way, here comes John Beck. Full attack here. This is what I like to see. Everybody working together. John Beck is going to go in and try to delay Fritz. But Fritz has a hell of a line here. He's got some disciplined fire coming in. But here comes the charge. 56 now charging in after John Beck absorbed that volley. And he is going to try to push off Fritz and his men. Fritz is holding strong. Where is the rest of the CSA? All right, so far, this element here from SB is holding back that element. Meanwhile, Todd has brought up his men to support 8th Florida. And they may have stopped the bleeding here. We'll see if the 52nd and 56 can push back this element. So far, they are holding strong, though. Meanwhile,
We got 5 guys.
Yep, 51st is pulling back.
Let's go.
They may have just given an opening here for Jumbo and the A and V to attack the point. But here comes Dar. He is there to try to intercept. Let's see if Dar can help. Can Dar help? Here comes the charge against Dar. And the 6 New York has been knocked out. And more pressure is going to come up here on Fritz. You still have one element back here with SB. And Venom is going to charge in. Let's see if he can get there in time to save the beleaguered 8th Florida here, who is trying to hold on to point. I think it's going to come down to this charge here by Venom. I've seen him do it before. Can he do it again? The clock is ticking. 1 minute remaining. Union almost on last stand now. And now here comes the rest of SB trying to hold him back. Trying to give time for Fritz. But Fritz is almost wiped out here. There is almost nothing left. Can they charge them up? Oh, here comes 8th. 8th has come back in from Maine to charge into. Here comes Killer, though. He's going to hit him in the side. Let's see if they can do it. It is down to the wire. Last stand. And Killer is down. Killer is down. Ace Florida has the point. And they have won. What a hell of an end to that. It slowed down quite a bit in the middle there, but it picked up towards that end, and a great to finish. Good mutual support by both sides. Good attacks. Some good arty, too. I think the CSA wasted a little bit too much time in the middle. I'll be honest, I think if they put a little bit more pressure on, even if, they had a bit of a ticket advantage. And then it was the mistake on capping, which really cost them a lot, too. But even with that, it was very close. Good opening match. Good way to start the weekend. All right, that's all for this. We'll see the next one. I believe it's a contention. That's it for me. I will see you then.